the producer Warryn Campbell, he mostly produced gospel artists, and I had no idea he was around Death Row. And he said that he worked on All Eyes on Me, and I just seen an interview that he did, and he said that he was at the studio the day that Faith came to see Tupac.
Shout out to Warryn Campbell, man. Shout out to Warryn Campbell. Like first off, Warryn Campbell is like a family, like a brother. I haven't seen him in a while, but it was amazing. Yes, to answer that question, Warryn Campbell started out around Death Row Records, and it was amazing to see, like, you know, once all of the Mary stuff came together, to see that was Warryn Campbell. Because I worked the many a nights. I seen him, just as he said, working on those Tupac albums. Anything that needed piano on it, Warryn Campbell was the man that they called on. And I worked with DJ Quick on my album, my upcoming album that was on Death Row. And Warryn Campbell just about played on everything. So I was in the studio with Warryn Campbell almost every day, like a beast. So shout out to dude. Everything he said is legit. I watched the interview. You know what I mean? He further confirmed, you know, the whole faith situation that we sat on here and talked about. You know what I mean? Like he said, you know, he's seen it in the studio and he was there. Like, dude seen a whole lot. And he's always been Warryn Campbell, you know what I mean? The church guy, the Christian, the stand-up dude. He's always been being around Death Row Records. And his word is
people were saying that, yo. That's exactly what they were saying, yo. Because I got a clip on my IG from the interview, and everybody in the comments was like, yo, this is a man of God. He produces for gospel artists. Why would he lie about saying Tupac and Faith and he a man of God? Why would he lie about that? You know what I mean?
I promise you, dude, telling the truth, man. And like I said, all of us being that young, making those records, I could say Warryn is like family, and we all grew up together in that thing when it came around to Death Row Records. Warryn Campbell was even working on Brandy's touring and the albums and stuff like that. And then everything that came through Death Row Records, the soundtracks and all of the Pac stuff. And my music, that's him writing, producing, all of that stuff, and then pulling the right people in on those albums. So that's true. Shout out to Warryn Campbell. I can't wait to get a gospel record with him because he know what I do in the studio. So for sure. Shout out to Warryn Campbell. All true, 100.
Hey, why he ain't getting no credit, yo, for the stuff he did on All Eyes on Me?
You know, I think Warryn, especially, you know, with being around that time, you know, who he was, he had always been the stand-up guy. I don't think he really wanted to intertwine himself with Death Row Records and what was going on. So it seemed like it was more of a work for hire situation, that he was able to work his way, and he wasn't really a part of the family, but he was around and he did all of the work, but he was treated like family. So I think it was more of a personal thing for him, that he kept himself kind of clean. And I could imagine that was the best move because it paid off for him in the long run.
Why do you think Faith keep lying, though? At this point, it's getting crazy, man, because you even got a producer now that's known for producing for gospel artists, and he even came out saying that he's seen Tupac and Faith.
When some people make hoish moves, you know what I mean, they don't want to say, you know, I was a little more hoish than I am right now, back when I was younger. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I've got that saying, where something don't change stripes, or something like that. Like a tiger don't change his stripes, or some shit like that. Zebra don't, whatever it is. Like, you know, it's the same. She the same motherfucker, just got bigger. You know what I mean? And it showed who she is. If she'll marry Biggie's friend and producer and marry him, like, her word is not bond. And I don't see what the lie's about. Like, she probably get more fans. She'd be able to tell the ladies what it was like sleeping with Tupac. And her fan base will go up. Because everywhere I go, everybody be talking about Pac was their husband. So it will probably work to her best interest to be like, look, I lied. Maybe we need to tell her. Faith, maybe you could do this. Maybe next interview you can be like, I was drunk and I really didn't want to talk about it, but I'm tired of everybody asking me. Yeah, I smashed the homie. Da-da-da-da-da, like, just say the shit, and you can have everybody stop asking about it. Other than that, you do look a little stupid. So, Faith, you were in the studio. You did Black Pac clothes. Unless she didn't know Pac was there and she was selling clothes at the moment and just happened to have his size in the car.
Yeah, that's another thing right there. Like, you saying that she bought him clothes, and I don't know if you've seen this before, but she said in documentaries that she was broke as hell, and she came to L.A. to get some work.
Well, the shit she bought, she probably was broke. There was some expensive shit in that box. I claim broke too after spending more than $50,000. I can count. And at that time, I was able to count very well. Wasn't nothing but money around. I mean, I know the difference between quality. Everything in that damn box was qualitative shit. Very quality, much of quality in that box. The box itself, it's like a Louis Vuitton chest, full of shit that she bought him.
Out of curiosity, did you see Tupac wear any of that stuff, yo?
Nah, I can't really say I seen him wear it, but you know, cause it was Versace drawers and shit and belts and pants and shoes. It was all kinds of shit in there. It was so much shit. I bet you seen it. It wasn't no cheap shit in there. I wouldn't have no way to see the motherfucking drawers. I seen them drawers in the box though.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. But could you imagine though if she do come out though, how Biggie mom and her son that she had with Biggie would look at her though? They'll look at her crazy, bro.
They know right now. They got common sense. Biggie mama got common sense, and the son probably looking at this shit like, yeah, my mama gave Pac some. Then he looking at this shit. You be trying to hide your own family shit, but you know, I could pick the holes in my family. Why you can't pick holes in yours? I know every last one of the motherfuckers in my family, they got hoe traits. So if your mama happen to be a hoe, you know the difference.